Hey guys, Nick Halden here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome to the Friends Christmas episodes vlog. Welcome to vlog number 3. We're going to be enjoying 2 new episodes on this vlog together. So far, we have watched Friends Season 1, Episode 10 on vlog number 1. And as I told you on previous vlog, that one is not included on the Christmas list because it's a Christmas, it's a New Year's Eve episode, but it was good as well. And then on vlog number 2, we saw Episode 9 from Season 2 and Episode 3 from Season 10. So far, my favorite episode has been from Season 2, Episode 9, the one with Phoebe's dad. I thought that was a super fun episode to watch. But let's welcome on Vlog 3 2 new episodes from the Friends franchise. As you can see, I have my 4K box set right here. What you see right there is the 4K box set. And you're still seeing the same case because this case will bring seasons 3 and 4 on 4K, and today we'll jump into season 4. So, on the watch leads, today I need to be watching Friends from season 4, episode 10, the one with the girl from the Poughkeepsie. I'm sure I'm going to be knowing more about that name. Again, this is a rewatch. I have already seen Friends, a complete show, but it's been a while and sometimes I don't remember the episodes by title. One of the things that I'm going to be checking with you guys, so far every single episode has been on 4K disc number 1, but season 3, for example, had a total of 3 discs, so the episode that I needed to watch was actually on 4K disc number 2. So for what I see here, season 4 has only 2 discs on it, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be on 4K disc number 1. That's the one that I will need to play. But let's take a look on the Blu-ray episodes guide and then let's see what this episode is about. As usual, I will put it on the screen, I will record a little clip for you guys, and then I will be back here to let you guys know what do I think about the episode and to talk more about the episode. So let's go to the season 4 episodes guide. So this is the beginning of season 4 of Friends. So season 4 episode 10. Let me see if I found it by title. Episode 10, episode 10, episode 10. Okay, so from season 4 episode 10, which will be the episode number 83 overall, the one with the girl from Poughkeepsie is being written by Scott Silver and directed by Gary Hobson with an original air date of December 18, 1997. I was already 1 year old when that episode aired. So, what the episode is about. Ross debates whenever to date a faraway beauty or a less desirable woman who lives nearby. Chandler tries to set up a date for Rachel with some co-workers. Guys, one of the things that I'm looking on this rewatch of Christmas episode is the episodes to be super Christmas themed. Like, to a lot of things that happens to the girlfriend happening on Christmas, and not to be an episode where Christmas is around because it's a Christmas episode, but Christmas is not that related on the episode. That's what happened to me last time with only the Phoebe plot, with the trees over Christmas being like the main Christmas theme. I hope on this episode we get to see the gang again putting up the tree together. I have a memory of an episode where Monica is letting all the friends put in the tree and then she's putting the other side of the tree, and while they're all done, she just switched it over on a Monica super character moment, and she keeps the side that she did for the view of the public. So, I'm about to play the 4K disc number 1 for season 4, and I will let you guys know after I'm done what do I think about this episode, if I like it, if I don't like it, but again, these are only my thoughts. Okay guys, so this number 1 of season 4 of Friends on 4K is already on my player. I have to mute the menu because the melody of the intro song is playing, so I have to mute it there for copyright reasons. But I basically had 2 episodes and I looked for episode 10 that you see right there, the one with the girl from Poughkeepsie, and I'm about to play it and see what do I think about this episode.
Really? Yeah. You graduated magna cum laude, right?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Okay guys, so just finished watching the episode. I always have a big smile on my face because, again, it could be years without me watching Friends, and it's kind of impossible because every single day at least I catch one episode. If I'm on a fly and they're having Friends on the streaming, I will watch it, but I have it on physical media so I can watch it as many times as I can, and to have it on 4K was a really big gift, and I'm always going to be grateful to actually enjoy the show once I do my rewatch on 4K quality for the first time. So season 4 on 4K has a really good quality to it, but the episode, one more time, it's during Christmas time, but I don't consider the episode to be a Christmas special episode at all. There is only one scene kind of going through the Christmas season, and we didn't have the team putting the tree together. The tree was already there. It was a beautiful tree. And another thing that I love about the 4K is how many details you can catch and read things. Like the guys' apartments, they're always wearing things on like this board on the entrance. And that's always fun to watch. But basically, season 4, episode 10. The one with the girl from Poughkeepsie. I need to remember how to say that. What's going on this episode? So basically the episode starts by Ross walking to the... What do I have here? Oh, let's see. Better now, sorry. So the episode just starts with Ross walking to the doors, and Phoebe and Chandler are kind of like on the seats, and they are like, he's like, oh, what's going on? And they are like, oh, Joey just broke his record. He has like 15 Oreos in his mouth. Joey is always so funny. He has like a big plate of more Oreos, and then Ross is going to take one, and he's like, So what's the issue he has? He met a really good girl, but she lives on, I don't remember the name, Poughkeepsie, which is basically 2 hours away from where they live. So it's kind of like he needs to go, but the girl is super fun, and he likes her basically. So that's kind of like the main scene and that what gives the episodes the title. During the episode we can see him like he met a second girl, and this one lives kind of like in between states, but she's not fun. She make a joke that he doesn't remember if the joke, he doesn't know if the joke is kind of like a joke or if it was serious. If it was serious, he says kind of racist. And what the gang comes up is just telling him like, hey, Phoebe basically comes up with this, hey, you should go all the way to need to remember the name, Poughkeepsie, break up with the girl, calm down, go to upper state, break up with the second girl, and then by the time you're back home, you're done. So he goes on a train, he's super tired, he's sleepy, and there is this funny moment where he's super asleep, and the girl by the window, the guy comes and he's like, hey, next stop, this stop is Poughkeepsie. He just falls asleep, and the girl in the window is like, hey, Ross, wake up, Ross. He goes. So he wakes up at the very last stop on Montreal, and the lady next to him is like, I was betting with myself that you have beautiful eyes once you wake up. So he does wake up, and he's like, do you live on Montreal? Are we really on Montreal? And the girl is like, yes, we do, but I'm 2 hours away from home. And of course he gets out with the girl. What's going on through Christmas theme? So Phoebe is trying to write a song with the names of the whole gang, but she's having issues with shrines for Rachel and for Chandler. So she's trying to make this song about, we find out that Rachel's dad used to call her Pumpkin, and she still say that that's not a good name. She needs more names to work with it. We can see at one of the scenes that she's kind of playing the song The Tree on the background, but again, we don't see the gang putting the tree together. By the end of the episode, she sings a song. She have like cool rhyme stuff for the gang, except for Rachel and Chandler, where she just like and then she continued on a really Phoebe way. Guys, it's been super sentimental to me to rewatch Friends now that Chandler is gone. I remember Chandler's character to be like the one that gets the joke, the one's like, oh my god, an amazing guy. And basically in this episode, Rachel is complaining because she has no one to spend Christmas with. And she's like, and then it comes Valentine's Day, and then it comes my birthday, and so on, so on. And then it's time to light the Christmas tree again. Why the Christmas tree joke? Well, Chandler was reading a newspaper when then he realizes the newspaper is like from 2 weeks back. And he has a girlfriend now, and he's like, I can't believe I missed it. I would have loved to take this girl to the Christmas tree lighting. So he offers Rachel to present her to some of the guys that work with him. She asks him why he never offered that before, and then he's like, because I didn't have anyone and I didn't want people to be happy. So when he goes to his office, he's trying to get with the guys and be like, hey, I have this friend that's looking for something. And basically the first guy, he says so many things that he's like, I'm not gay. And the guy's like, I wasn't thinking that you were, but now I'm thinking that you're gay. If you don't know, when they were writing Chandler's character, they thought of him as a gay man, and they always keep the joke through the whole show with like gay aspects of his character. Now he gets another guy, and the guy's like, oh, you're talking about hot Rachel, the one that you took to our Christmas party. And that's a beautiful moment of a good friendship Chandler and Rachel had. So the guys just start to give things to him, like tickets to games, a 401ks, crazy stuff. And he just goes back to Rachel. He tells her she has a date, blah blah blah. Then Rachel comes back and she's like, oh my god, I had the most amazing time with this guy. But she wondered if Chandler told them that she was just looking for a fling, which he did. And she's like, do you know how bad sounds for guys when they hear like I'm just looking for a fling? And then he goes to fix it, and he tells them that she's looking for a more serious relationship, which basically makes things even worse, and the guy just let her. So that's when we have the beautiful moment when they're both sitting down on the what's the name of that? On the sofa, basically, and they share like a beautiful friendship moment. He invites her to a game, she agrees, and then he goes and asks the question like, have you ever been with a girl? So she's like, Chandler, what's wrong with you? And then he's like, so it's never a good time to ask a girl that question. The last thing that I'm missing from the episode is that Monica is having issues at the restaurant she's working as a chef because everybody working there is not respecting her. They write on her hat, quick bitch, and then Phoebe trying to be more positive. She's like, maybe they try to write quiet bitch. So Rachel comes down and she's like, hey, what's going on? She shows her the hat. And she's like, oh, okay, don't mind me asking. So she's just complaining. She says she's having issues. And they come up with the idea of she needs to fire someone in front of everybody. The person is going to be Joey. So Joey, she asks him like, hey, how good of experience do you have being a waitress? And he's like, good enough to be fired. So she takes him to the restaurant. What's going on? Another part that the holidays are kind of important. Since it's the holidays, Joey gets a handle of 2 tip envelopes. Once he opens just one envelope, he's like, there is almost $300 here. And the other guy tells him like, people through the holidays tend to give more tips. I can say this, I was never a waiter, but when I was working at Subway during the holiday seasons, lots and lots of tips. So when Monica makes the whole deal and she's like, do anybody has a problem with that? He should have been jumping, but he says nothing because he likes the money. Later on, she has an even worse experience. She goes into the fridge, they let her there. She's able to get out, but then she has marinara sauce all over her uniform, and she kind of starts to cry and starts to lose her. And remember, Joey and her are good friends. So he's like, hey, I wasn't listening the other day, but he makes the whole thing for her to be able to fire him. So she does the whole interpretation, and basically she fires him, and the rest just follow suit. He gets to tell her like, hey, you do this, you do that, and to the last guy she's like, hey, you need to get a haircut. Now, the episodes on the Friends level, it's not bad. It has good things going on. The episode closes all the things that it opened on a really good and satisfying way. The only thing is like it's through the holidays, but I wouldn't consider these episodes to be a Christmas special because the holidays are just there, and the only thing that is kind of more related to the holidays is Phoebe writing this one. So again, a good episode of Friends, but not my favorite on a Christmas episode level. Now, we're done with season 3 and 4 Christmas episodes, and it's time for us now to jump to season 5 of Friends. Now, on season 5 of Friends, we're looking for episode number 10 again, and this one is called The One with the Inappropriate Sister. Another thing that I have to tell you guys that I remember the episode of Monica firing Joey. I remember that specific moment. So, since I already watched the episode, sometimes by the title, I'm like, I don't remember, but then once I watch the episode, I'm like, oh, things starts to come back at me. So the one with the inappropriate sister, I think is the one when Rachel brings her sister or her sister shows up. I think this is actually the episodes where they break down Monica's plates for Christmas, if I remember correctly. But I will definitely need to give it a rewatch. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to replay season 5 episode 10 to watch it. I will let you guys know at the end what do I think, and this will be the last episode that we will be watching on vlog number 3, so stay tuned. Oh my god, guys, so I feel like I'm a little bit asleep because I didn't remember our dynamic on the blog. So with the Blu-ray episodes, guys, let's read what the episode is about before I play the disc. So we're looking for season 5 episode 10, and it's called The One with the Inappropriate Sister. Overall is episode 107. It was written by Shana Goldenberg Mehan, directed by Dana de Valle Plaza, and the original air date was December 17, 1998. Monica maneuvers Rachel and Danny into dating, but Rachel has second thoughts after observing Danny's unusual close relationship with her sister. So, the descriptions are kind of vague. There is a lot more things going on the episode, and another thing that we need to check together. Let's see how many this season 5 has on 4K, and it only has 2 discs. So, episode 10 should be on 4K disc number 1. That's the one that I'm about to play. Okay, guys, so just play the 4K disc number 1, and I hate 2 episodes. And we're looking for episode number 10 called The One with an Inappropriate Sister. So I'm about to play it. Another thing, guys, I love watching these shows with the original audio, of course, in English, and also with closed caption in English. That's the way I like to enjoy my episodes. But you do have a lot of audio options and subtitle options for this 4K set of Friends. So let me play the episode real quick, and then I will be back with the DVD stands on the back to let you guys know what do I think about this one. I'm hoping and praying for a Christmas related episode this season. Okay, guys, so just finished watching the episode, and I kind of have the same issue. As a Friends episode, it is a good episode, but it only have one thing going on Christmas related, and guess who is responsible for that? Phoebe Buffay itself. An amazing story plot. This one I did enjoy it, but again, I didn't felt it as a Christmas special episode. Bonus content at the very end of the video, because I realized something while I was watching the episode as well. What this episode is about: the inappropriate sister. Now, I actually thought that this was the episode for Rachel with her sister, but I'm guessing that's on future seasons. So, what's going on this episode? Let's start by the guys. So, Ross, I don't remember a lot of this season of Friends. So I don't remember if this is a joke that they're making, or if he actually got fired of his job, but he keep repeating that he's on a sabbatical, I think is the name, and he's basically bored. At the beginning of the episode, he fixed the fridge of the guys, and he's like, the first row is this, the second row fruits, there was 1 apple, the first row, and every single thing was concentrated, that expired food. I understand the joke and everything, so it was a fun one. So he talks to Joey and he's like, I did laundry, I went to the library, I did this and that. And Joey goes like, wait, you're going too quickly. That's a week worth of stuff. You need to like kind of put it through the week. So he's like, but that's why certain things exist. So they go to the coach. He's like, remember the scene with Joey and Chandler when they were like, oh, because they opening the coach? That's an amazing scene. Ross doesn't react to that. So he's like, and there is another thing. This was so funny. Joey's calling every Wednesday Chandler's number. And he's like, Mr. Bing, I love you. And then Chandler goes like, don't call me anymore. It's been 6 months. It's not funny anymore. And then he's like, this is just Wednesday. So what happened is that Joey is struggling to find a job. His representative asked him again, like, I know I need to ask you again, gay porn? He's like, nope. So Ross basically recommends to him that he can write a script and play in his own movie. So he pushing him if he wants to be pursuing his personal acting career to do this. Now, in order to do this, he kind of creates a schedule for him where he needs to be writing down 5 pages at a time. He's trying his best. He's like, hey Chandler, how do you write the word suspicious? So he's like, why? Because I'm writing about a character that's going to be suspicious about things. So that's the only beginning that he writes. And Chandler is kind of playing with like a little ping pong ball, throwing it in a tray. So he asks Joey for help, and Joey goes all the way and he's like, can we put the bets up? So they're playing fireball hockey. What I'm guessing is like they turned the ball into fire and they're dropping it all the way to the apartment. So when Ross appears in the picture again, he's basically complaining, and this episode puts Chandler and Ross in a fight because Ross is basically saying that he wants the best for Joey. He wants for Joey to concentrate on his career, and Chandler, as a good friend, should be able to help him as well doing this. So they do not agree. There is even one part where Ross breaks out the tickets for a game. And basically what goes on is that Joey goes to the library to the whole day to write some pages, and he puts Ross and Chandler to read them. They realize they're basically reading an apology letter for each other, what makes the two friends to make peace. And there is like a thing that he writes for Chandler. He's like, can I be any more sorry? Which is something that Chandler's character says a lot. Now, by the end, he's trying to play the same card, which what I'm thinking it was like a lesbian kind of thing, like kissing or something. He takes Monica and Rachel. He asks them again to read the pages, and Rachel is like, hey, you smell so good. And then I guess they jump to page 2, so they were like, oh, Joey, you're sick. And then Joey is like, hey, but we still haven't got to the scene where the cute guy is entering the building. We have a funny scene where Rachel comes back home and Monica is hiding Chandler on the bed. At this point in the show, if I'm not mistaken, Joey is the only character that knows that these two are together. So they get out of the apartment super quick, but Chandler comes back 1 second to kiss Monica goodbye, which it was super cute. They were such a cute couple through the show. Now, in another side of news, let's leave the Christmas part to the end. So, the Christmas tree was on both of the apartments. No gang scene putting up the Christmas tree. And let's go to the title of the episode, the one with the inappropriate sister. So, I'm guessing Rachel is taking an eye on one of the neighbors on the building called Danny. So, he comes into the cafe. All the friends are there. And Monica kind of goes like, hey, do you think Rachel is cute? Do you want to have a date with her? So they ended up going out on a date. So Rachel comes back home and she's like, oh, I just saw this guy hugging a lady on the train. And they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. So she's like, goes out on like the actual date. And once they come back to the apartment, they do share a kiss. But the guy told her like he doesn't want to let her in because his sister is visiting him over and she's crashing on the couch. So they do get inside. She meets the sister. She's kind of relieved because she know the woman that he was seeing, it was not any woman, it was her sister. And basically, what's funny is that she kind of feels attention of that they have a special kind of bond, but in a weird way. So she goes to Monica and Ross, and she's like, "Hey, can I ask you guys a question? Do you guys used to wrestle when you were kids?" And they were like making jokes like, "Yes, of course we did." And it all goes away to like they're like, "Oh, let's try it now," blah blah blah. So there is a funny scene with brothers playing together, which is amazing as well. Now we cut back and they're again on the cafe. Now we have the sister and part of the gang of friends is there, and she's trying what it looks like to be a Boston cream donut. So she's like with her brother, "You need to try this." So she gave it all the way to his mouth, and all the friends are like, "What are they doing?" So then something fell on his pants, and she's like, "Oh, I need to take care of that." She wets it. She kind of tried to clean it. And she's like, "Oh, we need to go to upstairs for the stain not to stay there." And it's funny because Chandler goes reacting and he's like, "What's wrong with them? They're brothers." And then Joey is like, "Wait, they're brothers?" So what ended up happening is that Rachel needs to go to the apartment and she's breaking up with a guy because she doesn't like the relationship he has with her sister. And I'm guessing this happened in the past again because he's like, "I don't understand why people don't get the relationship that I have with my sister." And then she kind of tries to convince her not to let him, and the sister goes to the restroom and she's like, "Hey, the water is getting cold, come back here," something like that. So Rachel is like, "Goodbye." The Christmas related storyline is that Phoebe got a job of one of those persons with like the bells singing Christmas carols and getting donations for the poor. She lied on her resume and say that she can say Merry Christmas on 25 different languages, and they got her a hot spot in front of a Macy's store. So we get to see her happy, like playing the bell, and the first donation that she gets is from Monica. And she kind of makes her feel bad because she was just going to be leaving like a couple of pennies, and she's like, "Oh, that's a expensive coat." So she leaves a little bit more, and then she's like, "Oh, you just got your nails done." So she's like, "Phoebe, this is all I got." She puts it all there. Then a guy comes and he leaves $1 and start taking change, and she's like, "This is for donations only." And the guy's like, "I'm taking change," and she's like, "You should leave the dollar. This is for the poor." He's like, "I'm poor. I'm taking the bus." So next time she still continue having issues. People are just throwing garbage there. People are throwing cigarettes, and then she takes a cup because it kind of starts to get on fire. She pulled it all the way there, and then it starts to actually get some fire. The guy wasn't drinking a cup of coffee. He was drinking like whiskey or something. She's like, "Really? It's not I am." So when she comes back to the apartment, the guys just told her to remember, you used to live on the street, so be a little bit more defensive. And she's like, "Oh, of course, I know how to do this. I will, but I can't go all the way like Phoebe that used to live on the streets because that Phoebe wouldn't get along with you guys." So that's what she does. She starts putting a lot of signs through the bucket. She's like, "This is not a urinal. This is not this and that." And when there's an old lady that's trying to leave something, and she's like, "Oh, this is a penny. This is okay, but this, we don't need this." So she's making a whole deal, being a Phoebe, and then the bosses comes to her and she's like, "Hey, this lady is going to be replacing you. We've been hearing complaints about you." And she's like, "Oh, okay, she cannot handle my spot, but anyways." And she continued to harass the old lady and be like, "Hey, I told you not to be here." So that's the only Christmas part of the episode. Again, I need a Christmas special episode. I feel like this is through the holidays. It's Christmas related, but it's not a Christmas special episode. Now, once you're done watching your episode, it doesn't go back to the menu. It just plays the next episode. So the next episode of the season was episode 11, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, episode 11, which is called The One With All the Resolutions. Now, since I did watch from season 1 the special with the New Year's Eve, this episode starts with a special New Year's Eve. So Monica and Chandler are kind of mad because they want a kiss and nobody knows. So Joey kind of make an arrangement and he goes to Ross and he's like, "Hey, you need to kiss Phoebe because you cannot kiss Rachel because of sorry, and you cannot kiss Monica because she's your sister." "Who is kissing my sister?" "Chandler." And then he's like, "Who do you prefer to kiss your sister, me or Chandler?" He's like, "Oh, you got a point." So then he goes to Phoebe And he's like, this is happening through an event that the friends are playing on Monica's house. And another thing that I realized, they didn't have the Christmas tree. So I'm guessing by New Year's Eve, people take out the Christmas tree. Me personally, myself, I like to leave that until January 6th at least, which is Reyes Magos. I don't even know if that has a name on English. The Three Kings, I think is the name. But anyways, Joey goes to Phoebe and he's like, hey, Ross is going to kiss you at midnight. And she's like, oh, he should just ask. I know, he's so obvious. And then he goes to Rachel and he's like, hey, Rachel, I'm kissing you at midnight. And she's like, wait, why do I need to kiss you? And he's like, because you have history with Ross. And she's like, and he's like, wait, who do you prefer to kiss, Chandler or me? And she's like, oh, you have a good point there. So the friends share a kiss, and the most romantic one, of course, it's Chandler and Monica. They were like, Happy New Year to each other. And then Joey goes to Rachel and he's like, does that did something for you? So she just put a bad face, and then the intro starts to play. Just something that I thought was special. I know when I do my rewards, there's going to be more. Maybe on the previous episodes there are already the trees around, but I don't know. So that's vlog 3. We have 2 more vlogs to go. On vlog number 4 we will be watching season 6 and 7 Christmas episodes, which are both season episode number 10. So I'm super excited to continue doing this vlog, and I do hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying recording them. But anyways guys, that'll be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this family growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.